Hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on June 26th, 2024. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to the Daily Do, giving you your space weather update as well earthquakes, volcanoes, and world weather. Just looking at a graphic here showing the magnetic field of our planet and as well the sun producing all of its cosmic rays and energy towards us. This is a depiction showing that our planet is constantly being bombarded by over 250 kilometer per second solar winds and as well cosmic rays. And that changes a lot of things on our planet daily. And that's what Daily Events Worldwide is all about. Having a look here at the last 48 hours of our sun, amazing plasma ropes on the right-hand side, plasma filament destabilization, and no major solar flares or CMEs departed or heading our way. Having a look here at the last 48 hours incoming, pretty numerous sunspot grouping here on the left-hand side, and as well plasma filament ahead of it. Going to be watching all of this activity unfold over the next 3 days as this all becomes Earth-facing. A little Earth to scale, amazing plasma loops and that large plasma filament connected to the sunspot regions. Looking here at the last 48 hours, we'll just slow down some of these animations. Plasma filament eruption right there. And then a large one right here, that dark filament. You can see it swirling back to the surface. And then slight activation in the center there towards the equatorial region. And then cresting into view right now, we have a couple plasma prominences and filament eruptions and minor C-class solar flares. It's been pretty quiet for the last few days. No major X-class or M-class solar flares. Large plasma filament in the upper northern region of our sun. This is looking at multi-spectrum, just amazing way to see our sun. And as well, you can see all of the activity there with the plasma filaments. Heads up, everybody. A lot of activity is turning in for an Earth-facing party. The best cosmic dance party that everyone is invited to, no matter what. Amazing images here, and right now we have 9 sunspot regions Earth-facing. Pretty large grouping here moving into view. And as well, a couple twin sunspots there. Look at all these black holes on our sun right now. Amazing images brought to you by Solar Dynamics Observatory. Current space weather conditions, there are none to speak of. Solar winds are coming in at 351 kilometers per second. Solar X-ray flux showing minor C-class solar flares and as well a minor M-class solar flare. Solar proton flux has been low all week. Geomagnetic activity hopping up to a 2.5 earlier today. Now let's have a look at our graphic here depicting our magnetosphere. This is showing the solar winds and as well with the darker red regions showing the pressure that these solar winds are putting on our planet. With solar winds over 250 to 300 kilometers per second, there certainly is a lot of pressure sometimes. Having a look here at Space Weather Prediction Center. This is showing their latest space weather spiral. CME expected 28th into the 29th, glancing blow from that CME. Other than that, no major solar events to report here. Just a minor coronal mass ejection. Outgoing position set to give us a glancing blow 28th into the 29th. So 48 hours to 72 hours from now. Here is the ISWA space prediction spiral showing the most recent CME taking off towards the cresting view of our sun, left-hand side. Little solar storm heading towards Mercury. Now I wanted to share here with you the last 7 days of cosmic energies leaving our sun, as I have not updated or uploaded in quite a few days. And I appreciate you all still being here. I appreciate your love and patience. Appreciate your love to the channel. Largest CME being right here. Luckily, this one was not Earth-facing. It was a very big one on the 24th, and that was not an Earth-facing event. Again, much love, everybody, and thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching. Now let's have a look at earthquakes for the past 24 hours. Minor seismicity all up through North American plate. Increasing activity here through Adak, Alaska, towards the Semisnopochnoi volcano. All through the Aleutian Islands seeing an uptick. Vanuatu with a 5.1 there. Deepest earthquake the past 24 hours, 4.7 here, 529 kilometer depth. And the largest last 24 hours being the 5.6 magnitude in Nicobar Islands, India region. And that is towards some pretty active volcanoes. Deep earthquake here, Farkar, Afghanistan, and as well just recently a 4.1 magnitude earthquake in Marina, Greece. Notable earthquakes here towards the North Pole, Svalbard, Jan Mayen, 4.1 ranging to 4.4. Interesting because they're really working on the volcanic eruption going on in Iceland. They're trying to stop it. They've been using bulldozers and diggers, and they've been piling up the debris onto that active volcano. I don't know if they've completely stopped the eruption or not. But still, nonetheless, very interesting situation there in Iceland. As well, looking here the last 7 days, largest being a 6.4 earthquake there, Vanuatu. Notable activity all across the North American plate and up into Canada. Having a look here at USGS as they're reporting 220 earthquakes the past 24 hours, which is slightly above average. Average being around 200. Looking across the United States, Crown Heights, New York, reporting a 2.1 earthquake, and as well in Madison, Tennessee, and Arkansas, minor seismicity. Oklahoma, straight across the New Madrid, folks, minor seismicity continues and has been for the last little while here. New Madrid exists right from the St. Lawrence down into the Mississippi. Having a look here across the West Coast, still seeing a lot of minor seismicity and tremors across the West Coast up into the Pacific Northwest. California, up into San Francisco Bay. About 110 earthquakes across California state. Now let's have a look at our SO2 forecast brought to you by the active and erupting volcanoes around the world. Pretty large eruptions over in eastern Russia at Kamchatka, and as well Mexico, and interesting SO2 coming out of the New Madrid. Looking across Southeast Asia and Europe, notable activity there through Mount Etna and as well through central Russia. Could be some fires going on there. Overlooking Australia. Your sulfur dioxide air is about to clear out over the next few days. High pressure ridge moving in. But the volcanoes north of you are the culprits for all of the air quality that you've been receiving for the past few days. As well, looking over South America. So no major volcanic eruptions and no new volcanoes that have awakened. Now let's get to weather here, brought to you by windy.com. Extreme weather and unstable conditions across eastern Canada and the United States for the next few days as warmer weather has moved in and now getting ready to move out. But then come back in, Alberta Clipper moves in for the end of the month, and that will bring quite a wet and wild event for the eastern Canada. Other than that, no major tropical systems coming just yet, but in the long-range forecast, there is a tropical system here developing through the central Atlantic, coming through the Bahamas, north of Honduras again. So the same pathway as Tropical Storm Alberto, which took a very strange path after it made landfall in Mexico. Get more into that in just a moment. Have a look here at your rainfall forecast for the next few days across Europe, parts of Southeast Asia. A couple lows coming in this week through Central Europe. Will bring some extreme weather. Other than that, no major storms heading your way. Overlooking Southeast Asia, Australia, and South Africa. Strong low pressure system grinding up the western territory of Australia. And as well some strong systems moving out of India across the Himalayas and into China and then up into Japan. Quick look here at forecast for the North Pacific. Strong low west of Alaska. Set to grind and gear all of these systems through. A strong system coming through Japan as well. Possible typhoon. Stay tuned for the daily updates and most recent forecasts here with Daily Events Worldwide. I wanted to share here with you satellite imagery overlooking North America as Tropical Storm Alberto made landfall through the Gulf, headed across Mexico, and then headed straight up the Gulf of California, and then across the United States and into Canada, hence having over 100 kilometer per hour winds through Ontario. So stay aware and prepared, stay young and have fun, and get your daily due. Bye-bye now. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.